Welcome to the Ask Jordan podcast, answering your questions about selling on Amazon. Now, he's flipped more toys than a stadium full of toddlers. From Long Island, New York, here's your host, Jordan Malik.
Greetings, Amazon sellers. I'm the host of the Ask Jordan podcast. My name is Jordan Malik. Thank you so much for listening. This is our 98th episode. This is the podcast where we only answer your questions about selling on Amazon. Now, every episode we answer a different question from you, the listener, about selling on Amazon. If you missed an episode, hey, that's all right. Head over to askjordan.net. You'll see our most recent episodes displayed there, or click on our archives link to listen to the previous episodes going all the way back to March 2014. Let me throw some free stuff for you. You may know about these already, but I'm going to reiterate them. I have a software that works on your computer. It's free. You have to be using the Chrome browser. Chrome is like Internet Explorer or Firefox. I use Chrome, and it's called Clear Pro. If you head over to Clear Pro, it's two E's, CLEERPRO.com. clearpro.com. That is a instructional page with videos, and it tells you how to get Clear Pro for your Chrome browser. This is for you if you do what's called online arbitrage. If you scour for deals online, either on eBay or a major online store like Kmart or Disney or Sears or whatever. And if you want to find products that you can buy low on other sites to resell high on Amazon, this tool is going to make it a lot quicker. And rave reviews from the users. I think I have over 1,400 people who have downloaded it. Again, it's free. Clear Pro, CLEERPRO.com. Here's another freebie if you don't have it already. My resource guide is online and it's free to access. If you head over to askjordan.net and click on resources, the tab near the top of the page, resources, that will bring you to a page, and you can also download a printable version of it, of over 60 free eBay and Amazon seller tools or guides or help or software, etc. All those are the ones that are free are clearly indicated such. There are some that are not free. They're inexpensive. I have them listed there as well, but at least 60 of them are free. So make sure you grab that guide. If you want to hear your voice on an episode of the Ask Jordan podcast and get 7 of my best-selling ebooks 100% free, I'm going to tell you how to do that after we answer today's question. Today's question is from Roger in Texas. Go ahead, Roger.
Hi, Jordan. This is Roger Pelicon from Austin, Texas. I've enjoyed listening to your podcast as I get lots of information from your podcast. I do enjoy it. My question for you has to do with the Amazon low price opportunity feature. When do you use it, if at all? Also, when you go about reviewing prices on all your products, do you just set it and leave it once you've set it? Or do you go back in and do you make changes on a periodic basis? How do you decide what to change? And I look forward to your answer in the next podcast. Thank you.
Roger, great question. And thank you for the compliments about the podcast. By the way, I do appreciate it. I do listen to the feedback. Thank you. Roger, for anybody who doesn't know, is referring to a feature for Amazon sellers that lets you quickly adjust your pricing on products where you may not be the lowest price. Amazon has an incentive, of course, to get its prices of products as low as it can. You control whatever price you want for a product that you're selling on Amazon, but you're going to find them encouraging you to lower your price if you're not the lowest price. And that's how they indirectly deliver a lot of value to the end buyer. So what Roger is referring to, if you go to sellercentral.amazon.com, that's the dashboard for your Amazon seller account, sellercentral.amazon.com, and log in, and then click on the inventory link at the top, and then manage inventory. Ensure you've got on your filters the active listings. You will see that for your products that are not the lowest price, there'll be a match price link. Okay, so you'll have your price in the column. The next column over says lowest, indicates what the lowest price is from the other sellers. And then if yours is the lowest, there'll be a green check mark. If yours is not the lowest price, it'll have a link that'll say match price. When you click on that link, it'll automatically change your price to lowest price. And then you can click the save button when you're done, and it'll save that. There's a link next to the show notes when you go to askjordan.net for episode number 98. that there's a link to Amazon's page that describes its match low price feature. Roger, you're going to get a different answer from, you asked 10 different sellers about the match low price. You're going to get 10 different answers on it. I'll tell you when I do use it, and I talked about this a little bit about episode 94, 95. I talked about Amazon's long-term storage fees, how the long-term storage fees can be pricey. They hit every 6 months. So for on August 15th, Amazon will charge you extra for the products that have stored there or been sitting on the shelves for 6 months or more. And then again, February 15th, again, they will charge you for products that have been sitting on their shelves for 6 months or more. And if the products have been sitting there for 365 days or more, meaning 12 months, the charge is even higher. It can get kind of expensive. So you have an incentive, and I try to do this like a month before, at least 1 month before August 15th rolls around, or 1 month before February 15th rolls around. I do go through my inventory to see what is sitting there for a while, and I start lowering the price on it. So that's when I might use the match the low price function, is when I'm going through inventory that I know is going to be charged the extra long-term storage fees. Or, Roger, I'll use the match low price when I just want to unload something that's not selling. If I have something, I'm almost saying the same thing here. If I have somebody that's selling some items that are not selling well, and I don't want to gradually lower the price, I just want to get rid of it to get some cash flow going, and I know that I'm either going to roughly break even or make a small profit, I may select the match low price button, the match low price link on my inventory selection for that item. Or if I'm getting aggressive and I see there's a lot of competition and I just want to clear out inventory, I'll do the same thing. I'll use the match low price. But before I continue with that, Roger, make sure you go check out episode 9. I think it's episode 94, 95, that talk about the long-term storage fees. A lot of information and helpful links within that episode. Roger, as a side note, half of sellers swear by what's called a repricer, which is a service that you can get that will automatically reprice your products and lower your price. Doesn't necessarily have to be the lowest, but you can kind of use the repricer to kind of price your items more competitively so they sell quickly. And it's not necessarily, again, based on low price. There's different selections you can do in there. So you don't have to be the lowest price. You can be the lowest price among other sellers who are within the same seller performance score. Because you may have, if you have a lower seller performance score than your competing offers, it doesn't necessarily automatically get the buy box. That's why people lower the prices. They want to have the exposure to the buy box on the product page. That means it's the only price, it's the price that's exposed on the product. When you have the buy box, it's your price that's exposed there. And then there is a link where people can see prices from other sellers, but you have the buy box that accompanies the main product page. But it's not necessarily because you have the lowest price. It's a combination of factors. Amazon looks at your overall seller performance and your price. So you could actually be a higher performing seller than the seller with the lowest price. You could have a higher price and have a higher performance score, and your price will get more exposure via the buy box on the product page, even though you don't have the lowest price, because you're performing better than the competing seller or sellers who have a lower seller performance score or lower feedback score, positive feedback score. Even though they have the lower price, they may not get as much exposure as you, because Amazon is rewarding you for your higher performance scores. So I think I did an actual previous episode on buy box. So make sure you take a look at the archives at askjordan.net, the previous episodes and the archive link at askjordan.net to see what I'm referring to. So that's when I use it, Roger. In very basic terms, I will use the match low price when I feel the need to quickly sell a product that I want to just get the cash flow moving, or I want to get rid of it, and I'm not too concerned about making a huge profit margin. Roger, great question, and thank you again. If you want to hear your voice on an episode and get 7 of my best-selling ebooks 100% free, I'll tell you about how to do that. Excuse me, I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Roger, sorry, it's the end of the day. Roger gets all 7 of my ebooks about selling on Amazon and eBay. Roger, head over to askjordan.net, click on the small envelope icon near the upper right-hand corner of the page. Send me an email so I know where to send your ebooks to. And if you, the listener, want to submit a question to the podcast and have a chance to win all my best-selling ebooks just like Roger did, call 516-619-online with your question, 516-619-6654. That's an automated voicemail box. You don't talk to anybody live, but you do leave a message to your question there. Or go to AskJordan.net and scroll down to the direction of submitting your question to the podcast. Hey, thanks again for listening. This has been the Ask Jordan Podcast. We'll see you again in our next episode.